Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the invitation to Silicon Valley Forum. I am here to present you a little bit about the work that the Inter-American Development Bank does. We are the largest and oldest development financial institution for the region. We cover a broad range of sectors in the region, and we mainly provide financing, capacity building, and knowledge to the public sector, working with governments and different government agencies, but also with a newly created private sector arms that aims to develop the private sector as well. A lot of our panelists before have talked about the potential of agriculture in the Latin American and the Caribbean region. And so just to provide a little bit of background of what we offer in the region, we are home of 30% of the world's fresh water. We are home of 40% of the world's biodiversity. And we are also home of 28% of the medium-high potential arable land. The region also has 50% of the world's tropical forest in only 16% of the region land. So as you can see, Latin America has a lot of potential in this sector and traditionally has been a provider of at this moment, the 50% of the world food exports, and for the region itself is very important because 1/5 of the workforce is employed in agriculture. So how do we promote innovation in the bank? I could easily use this language that the Silicon Valley Forum has as a pitch. And that's where the role of the office that I work for comes in hand. I work for the Office of Outreach and Partnerships, and we connect, engage, and aim to excel, working with other partners in the region, but also outside the region. We have traditionally worked with NGOs, universities, private sector, donor agencies from other countries outside the region to really do what Alex said at the beginning of the conference today. Instead of compete, to leverage everyone's knowledge to solve the main problems in the region. In the past few years, we have worked really hard to bring and promote more innovation. We have different windows and different opportunities where we have entrepreneurs coming to the bank, present what they do, look for ways of financing these entrepreneurs and these innovations as well. And that's the aim of the recent strategy that the bank has. One example is the AgriLac 2025 platform. It is a financing platform that already has commitments from the government of Canada and also from Dow, and is supported also by the Nature Conservancy. And the idea is to gather project ideas and project initiatives from different stakeholders to finance them in main 3 areas. One is in projects related to agri-environmental management, such as climate smart agriculture. The number 2 is all innovation and promotion of innovation and technology in general. And the third one is connecting these ideas to the market. So we would like to have projects and ideas that are trying to connect these farmers to supply chains in the region, and so they have access to other markets outside LAC. We also promote innovation through knowledge. We have various departments at the bank that do research, but also since we have been operating in the region for so long, we also have a lot of lessons learned from our previous projects. And we conduct evaluations, and what we do is through, of course, conference, publications, and other outlets, disseminate this knowledge. One of the examples is this publication, The Next Global Breadbasket, How Latin America Can Feed the World. And two of the conclusions of this report are that the public sector needs to continue focusing on, and of course, improving the research and development in the different countries, but in particular, the report highlights the importance of bringing the private sector. The public sector alone cannot solve the problems of the region. So the private sector has to get together and leverage the influence that it has to promote a more enabling environment and policies that will support access for farmers to more technology, financing, etc. Through the private sector arm of the bank, we have also been active investors in seed and venture capital funds. We have invested in over 70 funds in the region since 1996, and we have also, through technical assistance, supported incubators, accelerators, and other players in the ecosystems to promote these solutions that are coming from the ground. And one example is in Chile. We have invested in Agrodesarrollo, a fund that is managed by Sembrador, that is the general partner. And in one of the funds, they were so successful that almost 80% of their portfolio was bought by the holding that also owns Lenovo in China. So that is an example of that, and we continue investing in the region, mainly through funds, but also in specific direct investments. So I have provided you a little bit of a background of what the bank does, and in conclusion, I would like you to keep in your mind three messages. One, LAC is a land of opportunities. So we are there, you know that. Number two, we're working to really use technology. It's at the core of our work at the bank to solve these problems. And number three, we can be the entry point to the region. Work with us, engage with us. We can provide you contacts, we can provide financing, and we really know our ground. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the conference.